So, Daniel, we've read about Venezuela, of course. We knew about hyperinflation. This article that you shared on your Twitter brings it to a whole new level. What I was curious, what exactly have Venezuela spent all of this money on in order to get here?
What Venezuela has done is a clear case of disaster policy. What they have done first is, throughout the years in which oil prices were very high, Venezuela completely squandered all of the revenues that it received from the oil activities. And when oil prices started to fall, it tried to compensate by printing massively money. So three things have happened. On one side, the government destroyed the productive economy through massive expropriations of businesses. More than 1,900 companies were expropriated by the government and nationalized by destroying the private sector. At the same time, they have completely destroyed as well the national oil company, which was one of the most efficient oil companies in the world, to one of the least efficient, completely destroyed it as well, and increased money supply in a way that no government and no central bank has done in recent years. Therefore, they have destroyed the purchasing power of the bolivar, the local currency. They have squandered the oil revenues in current spending and political spending, and basically destroyed the productive economy. So there's no dollar revenues, the reserves are collapsing, and the government continues to print bolivares that nobody wants. Actually, if you go to, for example, if you go to some of the cities in Venezuela, like Caracas, you can see 100,000 bolivar notes on the street.
Unbelievable. And you said that this money from expropriating it from companies was spent on government spending and current spending. What exactly did they spend it on? Do you know?
Fundamentally on stealing money for the political elite. What has happened in Venezuela is a case of massive theft in levels that are not even seen in typical situations of a dictatorship in Africa or in some totalitarian governments. More than $320 billion of oil revenues were completely squandered and taken away from the country, including the gold reserves. So it's been a complete depletion of the wealth of the country. At the same time, massive printing of useless currency and destruction of the private sector.